It was already 10 a.m. The sun was high in the sky. Akari sat calmly beside the bell, patiently waiting for someone to make a move. A few minutes earlier, Eiko had thrown several kunai to distract him and dashed toward the target, but he used a wind jutsu to send them flying back. One grazed her knee, leaving her with an injured foot. Naruto charged straight at him. Akari was ready and prepared to strike, but Naruto dodged with agility. He was just about to grab the bell when an invisible wire tripped him up. Akari seized him by the leg and hurled him away. Now the three of them were out of the sensei's line of sight, hidden behind some trees. Naruto couldn't stop thinking about how to get the bell. He knew that if they all attacked at once, they'd force Akari to use his full strength. In that case, they'd end up seriously injured and at an even greater disadvantage. Haru paced in circles, nervous. We're screwed. Our sensei is a war veteran and nothing surprises him anymore. What can we do? I don't have anything special, he continued. I only know the basic academy jutsu. He controls wind and who knows what else. Eiko, sitting under a tree, was treating her knee with alcohol and a bandage. Don't worry, Haru. We still have 2 hours left. We have time. We need to think with our heads, not brute force. Naruto kept reflecting until an idea crossed his mind. He approached them with a serious expression. All right, I have a plan. It'll be obvious we won't come out unscathed, but it gives us a high chance of getting the bell. A few minutes later, Akari was talking to the bell as if he'd lost his mind. You know, almost no one has ever taken you. I'd be really surprised if those kids manage it, but I'll do everything in my power to stop them. The bell hung there, motionless. Akari watched it, waiting for any movement. Suddenly he heard children's laughter, playing tag. He looked toward where Naruto, Eiko, and Haru should be. They were still there, talking among themselves. He could see them in the distance. Then he saw the children running nearby. Hey, kids, you shouldn't be here. This is a training ground. The children kept playing, ignoring him. Akari scanned the Kepra in the area where his students were. They were still there, no clones or illusions. The kids weren't even approaching the bell, so he lowered his guard a little. Then a woman arrived, apparently the nanny or mother of the little ones, and walked over to them. Kids, come here. I told you not to play in this place. Don't you see the ninja gentleman is here? The children stopped and went to her. The woman approached Akari and apologized. I'm sorry, sir. I was watching these children, but they always want to wander farther. Akari smiled kindly. No problem. I'm just giving a test to my potential students. Oh, I see. And what kind of test is it? Akari pointed to the bell. They have to take it before noon. That's all. I guess it sounds easy, but I can see you've got everything under control, she said, walking a little closer to the center and looking around, as if expecting a Genin to jump out. Well, I suppose you can go now. I don't want to get too distracted. The woman nodded and started walking toward the children, but without noticing, she stepped on a trickwire and nearly fell. Akari caught her quickly. Whoa, careful, ma'am. I forgot about that detail. She laughed, embarrassed. Yes, I guess I'm a bit clumsy, but you're the bigger fool. Akari looked at her, confused. She smiled and, without warning, snatched the bell and tossed it in one direction. Naruto caught it midair. Behind him, Eiko and Haru appeared, grinning. In that instant, the children and the woman exploded into smoke. They were shadow clones using henge. Akari stood stunned, speechless. At first he thought it was a distraction, and it was, but everything had been so chaotic that it caught him completely off guard. Inside, he was annoyed with himself. Now he wouldn't be able to retire. Still, he recovered quickly. I see you tricked me. I guess I really am getting old. He walked over to them without haste. I won't ask anything. It'd be a waste of time. We're officially Team 9. Congratulations. See you tomorrow for our first mission as a team. Goodbye. He vanished in a puff of smoke. Eiko jumped for joy and hugged Naruto. Yes. We're real Genin now. What an amazing plan, Naruto. And you did most of the work. How did you know how to make those clones with henge? Naruto blushed a little but answered in an almost monotone voice. Well, I have several techniques and jutsu I learned thanks to the third Hokage. Haru joined in. I see. I forgot you were really close to the third Hokage. I guess he must have taught you a lot of things. Naruto nodded. Yeah, but now that we've passed, I have to head home. Eiko stopped him. Wait, don't you want to eat with us to celebrate that we're a team? Naruto hesitated. Part of him wanted to, but he wasn't used to going out like that. Sorry, but I have to go see the third Hokage for something important. Eiko sighed but smiled again. Alright, I guess another time then. If it's the Hokage, it must really be important. Naruto said goodbye and left. Haru approached Eiko. Hey, don't you think that guy Naruto is kind of weird? We don't know much about him, and at some point, that's a little scary. We don't know what his real intentions are for being an ninja. Eiko looked at him, a bit annoyed. Don't be stupid or rude. We know Naruto likes being alone. You have seen it. I want to help him socialize a little more. I won't force him to do anything he doesn't want, but we can give him small nudges to get him out of his shell. Haru rolled his eyes and started walking. Fine, let's just hope he lets himself be helped. In a few seconds, Eiko was left alone. She sighed, tired. She wasn't angry, she just wanted a good team. But it seemed fate had other plans. She walked away. The next day, all of Team 9 was planting flowers as their first mission. Naruto did it relaxed. Haru, on the other hand, looked angry. He had never imagined his ninja debut would be something so mundane. Naruto glanced at him sideways and held back a laugh. He had already mentally prepared himself for missions like this for months before anything real came along. At least he liked it. They got paid and didn't risk their necks. Eiko was the slowest, but she put effort into making it perfect. Akari watched them from a nearby rooftop, eating peanuts. Haru wanted to complain, but he saw that Naruto had almost finished his section and Eiko was still going at her own pace, focused. He calmed down and kept working. He'd talk to the team later. Naruto thought about how peaceful everything was. He knew missions like this would come for a while, but at least his life wasn't on the line and he got paid. He looked at Haru, who was trying to finish quickly, and then at Eiko, who was moving at her own rhythm. For a moment, she looked at him and smiled. Naruto returned the smile and kept working. After nearly 2 hours, they all finished. They returned to the tower, got paid their share, and Akari congratulated them. In 1 hour, meet me at training ground number 9. We're going to train. He left first. Naruto was about to head straight to the field, but Eiko grabbed his arm. The sensei said in 1 hour, Naruto, not right now. In the meantime, how about we grab something to eat? Naruto hesitated, but Haru joined in. Come on, Naruto. It's a good way to get to know each other better. I barely know Eiko well, and like her, we don't know much about you. We only know your name and that you're close to the third Hokage. That's it. With no other choice, Naruto agreed. The three left the tower and looked for a place to eat. Eiko asked if they knew any good spots. Haru mentioned a few, but Naruto only really knew Ichiruk ramen, and it didn't seem like the best option right now. I didn't want to be here, but I don't want to be inconsiderate either. I'll hang out just enough for these situations. They arrived at a restaurant Eiko visited at least once a week with her family. They sat down, ordered, and the waitress took note of everything. Your order's in 20 minutes, she said before leaving. Eiko looked at Naruto and started the conversation. So tell me, Naruto, what's your dream? Mine is to become the first female Hokage of the village. Haru laughed a little, but Eiko smacked him on the head. Hey, I didn't say anything, he protested, robbing the spot. I know what you were thinking. My family didn't believe I'd even make Genin, and here I am. I'm one step away from being Hokage, she joked. But the question was from Naruto. Both looked at him. Naruto didn't know what to say. He didn't have a clear dream, he just lived. Lived for what? There was nothing tying him to life, but he didn't want to die either. He was in a gray area. He knew who he was, but not what he wanted. He had to make something up. My dream is to become an Andwai. Haru asked. Naruto got nervous and thought fast. Well, to protect the village and maybe be one of the Hokage's personal guards. Eiko smiled. What an interesting dream. So you'll be my future bodyguard, huh? Haru laughed, just like her. Naruto felt a bit embarrassed but said nothing. Minutes later the food arrived. The three began to eat. For the first time, Naruto felt good being with people who didn't look at him badly or ignore him. Maybe he could make a real friendship with Eiko and Haru.